Good morning, everybody. This is my first live channel, so a little nervous about it, but I think I can handle it. So far, I think I'm doing okay. I know I can probably still learn a few things. But today, I thought that maybe we could talk about this morning, just mainly addressing women out there as well as myself, um, to be a woman about it. See, we have responsibilities as women, and I'm talking to myself too, so I sort of kind of am pot calm kettle black. Um, I plan on learning from my experiences doing this streams, and hope I can get the grip of everything. But be a woman about it. Um, it took me a long time to realize that. It took me a long time to do that. Uh, Years ago, I had a big problem with patience and um, just running my mouth, gossip, rumors. Um, but I feel like I've matured a lot more within these last few years. Um, we're grown, and we're supposed to be setting examples for the new generations to come, which is crazy right now. I mean, when I was a kid, all my dad had to do was point his finger at me, and I had to go to my room. He didn't have to say nothing. These days, these kids are getting put on C. They're getting because they don't have those role models as women. We act younger than they do. How can they learn and be raised the right way if we're gonna act younger than them? I mean, we're supposed to be the role models. But when you have an issue or something that you feel like needs to be said or addressed, even out of anger, um, we start using our heads a little more and just come at it the right way. Like if you have a problem with me, the best way to come at me is just to come to me. I respect you more as a woman if you just come to me and say, "Hey, look, this is the issue I have." Not by phone calls and threats and hangups. And I mean, that's just kid stuff. It's kid stuff and it's not mature, especially if you're a mother. And whether you have your kids or not, it doesn't. That's irrelevant. It's the fact that you're a mother, and those who aren't mothers, you're a woman. You're supposed to be a woman. We're supposed to. When I said in my last video when I was talking about how we men make their women, they do. They make their women by how they treat us. So we turn it into what they make us. So if they start treating us bad and stuff, we start getting bitter and stuff. We start retaliating and stuff. I mean, unfortunately, we are the evil of the roots of the evil of the apple or whatever it is the snake ate, but or Adam or Eve ate, whoever it was. The point is,
The forbidden fruit.
we're the forbidden fruit. Yes, we're supposed to. We can be very dangerous and conniving creatures, and I say we because I am a woman, so I can't exclude myself. But if I have a problem with you, I'm gonna come to you. And there are times when I handle it in an immature way, like one incident that recently happened with a woman that I had an incident with that had hacked into my messenger, and I just couldn't get on it no more. She's called CPS on me twice, the police on me once, just because she thinks I was messing with her man. Again, I'm gonna state this again. I don't want nobody's man. I don't want them. Okay. But that just shows your true friendship and where you stand at as a woman and as a person, period. Um, I learned from that, but I also I did something I should have done, and as much as I wanted to take it to a physical level, I didn't. Instead, I just kind of took it into a okay, I'm gonna smash your phone type level. So I did. I smashed her phone, but I mean, like, I was tired of it. Like, I had told this person that if you keep doing this and trying to destroy my family, that I was gonna come see you, and I wasn't a threat. It was a promise, but still, I went to go see her, and instead I took the phone and smashed it so that another. It's not like she can get another one. I mean, hell, she has 1,700 phone numbers. I don't know how she does it, but obviously she's smarter than I give her credit for. So, but I don't like the problems we're having at hand. Like, I shouldn't have to deal with CPS every other day. I mean, they do close the case every time they come through because they know. I mean, come on, like, but use that call could have been for somebody who actually needed them. There are so many children out there these days that need that safety net that we are using as a revenge tactic instead of an actual safety net to help those who are really in need. And that's wrong as a woman and as a mother. And I just feel like maybe all of us, we could just start thinking better and maybe thinking more about how we can handle ourselves as women. I mean, I just don't understand it. Like I get so frustrated with myself. I get so frustrated with everybody else that and I take it and I retaliate it in the wrong way, and I just want to go and destroy the world and destroy their lives and in them. But I never take it out on nobody's kids. I just wouldn't do that. I would never take it out on anybody's kids. And for someone to know for facts that people are doing that, if you know somebody is doing that, why would you allow them to be in your home, especially if you do certain things, or especially if you have children that could possibly end up getting the risk of losing or having to deal with something else that you just don't have time to deal with in your life, like CPS and court systems and the government period. I didn't know really what to call this topic today because there's just so much I just want to just throw at everybody. And it's like, again, bear with me because this is my first live video. Uh, so I'm trying to get the feel of it. I'm a little nervous, but if this person that whom I'm speaking of can see this or will see this maybe by chance, probably won't want to watch it because she'll be like, oh, her this or whatever. But the mature thing would be just to accept it and watch it, because I'm trying to come at you as a woman and tell you that I don't want to be feuding and fighting no more. This is ridiculous. I'm sorry you feel like I wanted your man. I don't. Like I said, I'm bitter. I don't want anybody's man. Believe me, I don't. I don't even want my own, more or less anybody else's. So, unfortunately, all I need is my babies. It's all I want is my kids, and I just want to get my life back right on track. But I feel like in order to get my life back on track, I'm gonna have to like literally leave and move out to a different city because it's like I know too many people and I've done too much damage in the past that I'm trying to fix, and I feel like I'm earning my respect in a certain aspect. Trying to show my trust and my loyalty now these days compared to what it used to be like. And to everybody I've hurt in the past, I apologize. To everybody I've done wrong in the past, I apologize. Now, me being who I am, that's never going to change. Never. So I'm always going to be, me, so I'm just going to be upfront with you and I'm going to be blunt about it. So if you're acting dumb, I'm going to tell you you're acting dumb. If you're acting, a certain way, I'm going to tell you you're acting a certain way. And to all the men out there, if you're gonna be a man or a bitch, I'll tell you which one. It's up to you which one you want to be, but I'll, have no problem like coaching you on that, whichever you decide to do. I have categories when it comes to my people, so like I have my acquaintances, my friends, and then of course my bitches. My bitches are more like the men who want to not be men, act like bitches. But us as women, we need to be more quit trying to attack each other and more like come together as women, because it's the young people who need us more than anything these days. It's so bad out there to where we don't know. They don't know. Like, okay, for example, it's not. I went to prison for 15 months. Okay, I went to prison for 15 months for driving on suspended with priors, and I had decided to go. I asked the judge to send me so I can get my time done. Anyway, I made sure it was okay with my other half, to make sure that he would be all right with the kids. He told me to go ahead. Make a long story short, I've gotten out and things were not what they were seemed. And being women, we know each other. We sense it. It's in our intuition. We sense each other. We can read each other by looking at each other. I mean, it's hard to explain really, but it's a respect that women have, just like I'm sure men have as well. But I'm not a man, so I can't speak for them. But it's a respect that women have. If you're not there and you have a home and a family and you have these quote unquote friends that they call themselves, but yet when you're not around, they do everything that that you would not allow, when you would not do in your home or at your home or around your home or around your kids, period, if you were there. So why would it change? Why do people change that when she's not there and they start disrespecting your home, your kids? turn into things it shouldn't be. Like I'm so. I don't know if I'm getting anywhere at this. I don't know if I'm making any sense at all. But I just know that we need to be women about it. I mean, we really do. Like, be grown. We are adults, and over probably 75% of us women in the world, I'm gonna guess, because the way it seems on the news and papers and stuff, children worse than any child. And how can they learn from us if we can't teach them the right way? So when they grow up into being drug dealers, or they grow up into being rapists, or they grow up to being murderers, or they grow up to be just being trouble starters and just like to hurt people and not know what it feels like to love and like, we can't blame nobody but ourselves for that. It's not their fault. It's our fault as mothers and as women. Because I feel like as women, we are there. We're supposed to be the homemakers. We're there to raise, to teach, to learn, to show, to guide, to love. Men are more, I feel, as I was raised, are more there for, they're supposed to be the stability. They're the foundation that we're supposed to build off of. See, they're supposed to have that surface that's hard enough for us to stand on where we won't fall. And we're supposed to build off of that and make it into a home, and raise our children and turn our family into a suitable and uh, sane kids into respectful adults that will actually be successful. But a lot of these kids these days are ending up in YLC or detention centers or dead, unfortunately. And it's not their fault. It's not. It's not their fault. We shouldn't be having to ask them questions of why they do this and why they do that. When they have, we should be asking ourselves or their parents or whoever's raising them, the guardians, of why they are becoming, why they're doing what they're doing. They're learning it. That's why they're doing what they're doing. They see it and they hear it. They learn it. It's unhealthy. And as adults, men and women, we are getting ridiculously irresponsible these days. I mean, we're popping out kids that we don't want or can't take care of, or that we abuse or neglect. Um, the corruption within the city. I mean, I don't understand that either. I mean, you have the government, for example, who have priorities and responsibilities to keep the city safe, and then you turn around and they put a drug dealer in prison for 50 years and let child molester out for, probation. I mean, like, make that make sense. It don't make any sense at all. It is so backwards, and it's confusing. Like, granted, drugs aren't good, but they're not going nowhere. America needs to just face the facts that no matter how hard police and all that try to go out there and stop it all, you might take one or two off the streets, but it's always gonna be there. All you can really do is try to keep it at a steady level to where it's not gonna get too crazy, I guess, but it's never gonna change, because when one goes in, there's another one stepping up. But it's the kids that lose their innocence. It's the kids that lose their mental and emotional uh, loses themselves within their souls. They just feel like they become nobodies, and they feel like they ain't loved, and they get their innocence taken away from people who are grown, that just are just need to, they need to be in prison for the rest of their life. Personally, I'd torture them if I had it my way, but it is what it is. But they deserve a life. These young children we have deserve to have a life. And as women, we should be role models and step up to the plate a little bit more, even if we're not their natural mothers. They deserve. That's what we're made. We're made to. That's why we carry them for 9 months. I mean, it's in us naturally. Granted, unfortunately, when parents split up, a lot of times, most of the time, the mother gets the child. It always, sometimes it's the opposite, but then I get a little angry about that situation, because just because you and their dad split up doesn't mean that their dad should have nothing to do with them, or barely have anything to do with them. I don't know why a lot of men feel like because they're not together that they're in good hands because they got their mother. Like a boy, for example, my son. Let's use him for example. He's 10. All right, and I can only do what 85, 90% of that raising with a boy. He a boy needs that man. He needs that structure with a man, whether it's a big brother, whether it's a friend, or male or father figure. He needs. I cannot give him that 10%, 15% man that he needs. He needs that, and unfortunately, he don't really have that. But if you're gonna talk about it, be about it. All right, be a woman. Be a woman about it. Don't don't talk the talk and not walk the walk. I mean, like, put your words in play. Actions speak louder than words, as my mama always said. But in case everybody knows, yeah, I cut my hair. I said I was going to do that, and we'll see. What happened was I dyed it constantly, and what happened was starting to fall out, so I had to just snap, clip. Um, it looks okay, I guess, but it's just can't wait for it to grow back. So I don't know where I'm really getting at this. I just wanted to try this live feed and see how it went the first time. I'm sure I'll get better the second time. So don't give up on me. But I want to learn from my experiences of doing what I'm doing right now. And so far, I kind of enjoy it. I didn't know if I'd like it or not. It was debatable. But I just, to the person that I'm trying to address, be a woman about it. Quit calling me, threatening me, and then hanging up on me. Stop telling me what you think I should do or what you think that you will let me do if I was around you and him. I don't care about your man. Believe me, I don't. And personally, he's in my bitch category anyway, so he's not even even worth even trying to even talk to. I did put this video as unlisted for children because I just feel like it's adult rated. Much as I feel like this being on live and being on YouTube period makes me control myself a lot because I have to choose my words carefully. If I don't, I'm sure I'll get banned. If, of course, unless my competitor, which would be, of course, the one that's trying to attack me uh, verbally for some odd reason, decides to make something up and get me banned from it anyway. But I'm just saying, like, I shouldn't have smashed her phone. I did it because she would not get out of my Facebook. I mean, like, who does that? Or, of course, a lot of people do it. But, I mean, come on. I mean, seriously. I don't. I don't want nobody's man, okay? I don't want them. But don't come and act like be my friend and turn around and throw me up in your relationship and throw me up in your conversations because I got nothing to do with you, okay? I got my own to worry about. Believe me, and it is hard as it is enough. Uh, I'm trying to get my mind right, and I'm already diagnosed manic bipolar. I mean, I'm already mentally unstable. So please, don't make me go any crazier than what I am. But I'm 39 years old, and I had once told myself that I would never let my kids go through what I went through, and unfortunately, so far they have been through everything except being molested. They've been through everything that I've been through. I unfortunately was molested by my father when I was a child, and so I'm real picky about men and real protective when it comes to my children. A mother would go so far. She would go. I feel like a real mother would go to the extreme of really doing some damage to someone. When somebody that's upset with you affects your life, your family life, or your children, that's a dangerous ground to be playing with. And I'm just glad that I'm not a target. I don't want to be a target, and I'm really not the right one to really mess with like that because I feel like I will retaliate, and it could probably possibly be a bad and wrong way of me doing it, and I won't realize it till it's done. But I couldn't actually hurt somebody after my sister was murdered. I just can't actually hurt nobody um, physically. Now emotionally, I might tell you what I think. uh, you know, no problem doing that at all. Truth is truth, right? Like my enemy would always say, the truth is truth. You're wrong, you're wrong. Okay, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I'm sorry you feel that way. I'm tired of getting these phone calls and then getting hung up on. I'm tired of having to change my number. I'm just want to be a woman about it. Come to me if you have a problem, please. And this deals with like women, so we can smash that stuff and get on with our lives. It's about time for school. I do believe. What time is it? 6:50. Yeah, my daughter's about to get up. She's 14. She's starting to start track. She does volleyball, basketball, and I started track. My 10-year-old, he's into this dang on video game stuff, which they had suspended him for 3 days because you know how kids get when they're on that Fortnite. And I don't like it. I just kind of want to take it away, period. And so I appreciate people who are listening. If anybody's listening, whoever this is that is online, I appreciate you. Thank you. I know I probably sound stupid, but I promise I'll probably be better the next time. Just try to get the feel of things. But main topic is be a woman about it. Be a woman, not a child. Just just be real. Just real talk. Real talk.
Be a woman and let's talk.
You can express your feelings without having to attack somebody. The best way to express the feelings after you express them, even if the person still don't want to listen, is just to leave them alone and just move on with your life. Because what is this going to do for you? What, like you had asked me once, what am I gaining from this? What are you gaining from this other than just issues and trouble and drama? I mean, what is the moral of the story after it's all said and done? What did it solve? Because we're all grown. It's not like you can throw me in jail or throw me. Well, I don't know. I don't know. She's pretty good about lying and yeah, I wouldn't put a lot past her. Because when a woman's mind, you don't know where somebody's at in their mind. It's not about how big or how small they are. It's all about their mind. It's where a person's at mentally. That's the worry. I put myself and possibly could most likely would probably end up put myself in a lot of dangerous situations with my mouse. But deep down, I'd be scared as hell. Sure, I'd be really. I don't like confrontation either, but I will address it, especially when it's a bunch of BS. Sometimes I'm a little quick with my tongue. I need to back up and kind of apologize for a minute. I get a little too blunt, too honest. They say. But I have two older kids that I don't see much of, and I really wish I need to. Um, as a mother, I want to let them know that I love them, and I'm sorry. I wish I could explain it better about the way life had taken me, a road that I never saw coming. I never saw that. I was raised half my life. I was raised in the ghetto in Evansville. My real mother passed away in 1997. So when we were put in foster care, I was raised the other half of my life. I was raised in the suburbs, went to a prep school. I had ambitions, I had goals, I had structure. I had a family that I loved dearly and still love. I still talk to them. But I mean, my goal was to build computers inside out. Like I was going to go somewhere in my life, and I still can. I'm not that old, I don't think. But it was weird how life took me down a path that I never saw coming. And when I do introduced to drugs, and that's when it all kind of just went downhill. And I had a lot of issues for a lot of years, got in a lot of trouble over nothing. And then now here I am, 38 years old, thinking about my history, my past, and just kind of laughing at it, but yet shaking my head at the same time because it's not. I'm not laughing because it's funny. I'm just laughing because like that was just stupid decisions. Like I've lost a lot of time with my kids, and they have a lot of resentment. They have a lot of they have some issues with me that they kind of come and go. One day they hate me, one day they love me, one day they throw the past at me, and one day they're like, But the point is, I'm still their mother.
Be here for them.
I'm still their mother, and you're not gonna talk to me no type of way because I will go to jail. Because my kids are not gonna be no lousy kid, okay? But I do have some good kids, and I am grateful for the ones who did raise them, and I'm blessed to still be able to be in their lives. And I have a lot of I feel for the women that don't have their children and that wasn't as blessed as I was, that are in an addiction state of mind. Because I am blessed. I have a home. I have nice things, and I have nice things because I'm mean. I'm mean. I am mean, But I have to be that way, or I wouldn't have nothing. Either everything gets stolen, taken, or sold, and I'm not allowing that. My kids ain't never seen me use nothing, and I plan on doing other things in my life. Like I want to be an addiction counselor, and I plan on doing that. But see, in my head, I try to do it all at one time, and so it doesn't work out too well. It's like I get frustrated too easy. But yeah, so back to the moral of the story: be a woman about it. So to the person that has issues with me, I'm sure there's more than one. I'm sure there's more than one, and I'm sorry, okay? But there's no reason to attack my family. They had nothing to do with anything that you feel I've done to you or whatnot. But me smashing your phone, I shouldn't have done that again, like I said. But it's like an example, like you didn't like that. So how do you think I feel when you're getting into my privacy? How do I feel when I'm opening the door up to CPS every other day? How do I feel when I get the police at my door asking for somebody who is not here? I mean, like, and by the way, you can tell him, that fake stuff. That's why, you got your men, you got your bitches. There's just one or the other. So it's either one or the other. And people have told me about you, and I had told them that I don't believe nothing about nobody unless I see it for myself. So, because people say a lot of things about me too that are not true. So, there are some that is true. I have no problem asking you. Questions and concerns are more than welcome. I have no problem answering them at all. So I'm gonna, I guess, try to end this. It's been 26 minutes, and I just kind of just been hitting this, hitting that. But like I said, it's my first live, so be patient with me, please, and like my channel and subscribe. And you'd be surprised how interesting my channel could be. So I could tend to have I'm usually always pretty serious. I guess I have a sense of humor on top of it at times where I let people laugh at me when I'm trying to be serious. But I mean, truth is the truth, and it is what it is. Just be real about it. Be a woman. Be a woman about it. Seriously, be grown. We are grown. So, if you got beef with me, bring it to me. If it's that deep, either do two things: stay away or come see me. You know what I mean? Like seriously, don't put my family in it. Don't. So, I appreciate you guys, whoever is watching and listening to me, for the chance to embarrass myself. Um, so I will have to watch this over and see how I did. I think I probably did terrible, but thank you again very much. And I'll probably be posting a lot of videos here today. I've been on one for the last couple of days, so getting the feel of things, starting getting my viewers, trying to anyway. So just, like my channel, subscribe, and comments and concerns are more than welcome. Bad or good, I can take criticism very well. So I just don't like people threatening my family. I think it got nothing to do with that. Today's world is so bad to where people forgot what love is. It's all about hate, 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 less, less, less. I'm trying to focus on me and my children, and believe me, there's a lot that I need to focus on. I ain't got time really for men other than the one I'm already dealing with now. 17 years I've been in this relationship, and I'll always have love for him. I always love him, but I would never let another man disrespect his house ever. And I do think I make that pretty clear. So thank you, and you guys have a great morning. And I hope I see you guys again. Thank you for letting me embarrass myself in front of you. You have a great day. Real talk. I probably sound stupid.